had a couple heart attacks and a stroke. I was bedridden for 2 years, and I thought I would never be able to exercise again. And I was able to lose 90 pounds to get on the heart transplant list. And once I got the heart transplant list, I came here, and I was also monitored blood pressure and 3 times a week, and it's just been awesome.
Stage 4, COPD. And then, lo and behold, I came down with lung cancer. I was home all the time. I was on the couch all the time, just laying around. Didn't want to go anywhere, didn't want to do anything, couldn't do anything, and laid around watching TV. And I said, okay, this is crazy. I can't do this. I have got to go back to rehab.
Before I started rehab, I felt tired all the time, very faint. Just felt big, like fat and everything. I mean, Pulmonary Rehab has done tremendous work for me.
Well, my first experience with heart disease was back in 1986 when I had my first heart attack. I was 37 years old at the time. They actually told me back then that they thought I'd be a heart transplant. At that time, they didn't think I'd be able to survive. Biggest importance to me for the rehab was so I could be monitored. And of course, then when I got here and they put me on the machines for the first day, I thought, wow, how am I going to be able to make it through 33 sessions? And but once I started doing them, I go 3 times a week. I've been doing it religiously.
Cardiac and pulmonary rehab are main stem therapy for advanced cardiac and pulmonary disease. It not only improves the exercise endurance, it also helps patients manage their symptoms, understand expectations, continue cardiovascular fitness, lifestyle modifications, and improve their quality of life.
It's an individualized program based on the patient's medical history and their needs, also proven to help increase their life expectancy up to 5 years just from completing a 3-month supervised exercise program, but it's also the start of a lifestyle change. So with that adherence to that program, we start seeing healthier diet, healthier, blood sugar control, smoking cessation, and all those other factors continue to play in and overall benefit the patient.
I was nervous before, because like I said, I haven't been able to do a lot, for the past, few years or whatever. And, like when I first started, I was like, oh, what I'm saying, am I gonna get a shortness of breath doing this and things like that. And I mean, like I say, they help me push through, and once your muscles get used to it, it's tremendous what you can do.
Honestly, the biggest challenge for most patients when they come into cardiac or pulmonary rehab is the fear of doing rehab, of exercising, of moving sometimes. One of the benefits, and what I love to see in cardiac and pulmonary rehab, is how patients overcome that fear over the course of 2 or 3 months of being in rehab.
I can't do it. I'm scared. I just had a heart attack, and I've been doing this for almost 2 years here now, and I love it. I never thought I'd be here doing this because I said I would never exercise. I was never the kind of person that went out to a gym or anywhere and exercised.
Seeing other patients in the same condition, relaying stories, exchanging information, it's a very supportive way for both patients and their families.
You talk to other people with the same disease because you're socializing with other people, and how do they cope with it, and what kind of days do they have?
Cardiac and pulmonary rehab, these patients actually are like family to us. They come in and we get to see them over the course of 3 months, and you can't help but just get close to them.
With my condition, I'm very comfortable with that. They're watching what I'm doing and monitoring my heart rate and my pulse, and that I'm within the accepted guidelines. I feel very comfortable in their hands. They know what they're doing, and I'm very grateful for what they're doing.
They encourage you. They're the ones, they tell me, you know what, be positive, think positive, you can do it.
They're much stronger, much more independent, emotionally better, and a lot of them will decide to go back to work because their confidence in their abilities of doing anything, it's reestablished.
The amazing thing about this is I had my heart transplant on May 23rd. About October 11th, I did a 5K for the Run for Life event. And I never did a 5K in my life.
I've seen patients from not being able to roll out of bed to walking 200 meters within 4 to 5 days. And that goes from, starting with physical therapy to working with exercise physiology and doing 2 to 4 times walking, mobilization, getting out of bed, getting into the chair exercises, continuing with the circulation, muscle activation. We see huge progress compared to patients who haven't done it or are non-participative.
I haven't lifted weights in over 10 years, and now I'm able to lift weights again. I breathe better. Every day I come in, they make me drive to do better. Every week, every day, they try to push me, a little bit more than I did the day before, and that's what I love about this organization here.